So you're thinking about buying a house, but you're not really sure where to start? Well, this video is gonna give you all the tips and tricks and take you from A to Z. Let's go. So I'm Laura Petek and I sell houses all over Northeast Ohio, and we're gonna go through the buying process today. Step one is really knowing what you're looking for. Think about, do you prefer ranches over colonials? Do you prefer a certain neighborhood over another neighborhood? And also start thinking ahead. Do you have children now, or do you plan to have children? Or are you an empty nester and you'd like to move away from children? Would you prefer to be in a 55 and older community? Start thinking about, what kind of house am I truly looking for? Do you like bungalows? Do you like neighborhoods? Do you like rural areas, having a little bit of land, having your own septic system, having your own water supply? There's a lot of different options out there, but number one, I would say start to think about your plan. And the second thing that you need to do is start thinking about your pre-approval. I know this is a big step. I get some resistance with this sometimes because people are a little bit nervous contacting the bank. What are they going to say? What if I don't qualify to buy a home? This is a very important step. Finding out exactly how much money you have to spend is very important. You will want to know what your pre-approved amount is, how much are your payments going to be, and exactly where are you going to be in that payment, so that you're not looking at something that maybe is out of your price range, or maybe you're looking at something that you're able to come up just a little bit more and it won't make a big difference to you. Then we can start your home search. All right, now that we've looked at different properties and we've searched all over the place, and we know you want a neighborhood, you want a 55 older community, you want somewhere that has a playground really close by and just a small manageable yard. We know exactly what you're looking for. Now it's time to place an offer. When we put in an offer on a property, it is a legally binding contract. Now, you may be in a multiple offer scenario. I have this question all the time. If I am putting in an offer and there are multiple offers, how do I win? How do I beat out those other offers? I don't necessarily want to go $30,000 over asking. Well, that's where I come in. I can help you talk to the agent, build some rapport with that agent, and see possibly where are those other offers landing. And this is the time where we're going to negotiate. So now that we're putting in that legally binding contract, here's a few things that we want to make sure are in the contract. All right, step 4, here are the things that we're going to consider in your contract. I always recommend that you get a general inspection. That means that a licensed inspector is going to go to the property, go through the entire thing, and with a fine-tooth comb, they are going to look at everything. I always tell my clients, they're going to do what we couldn't do in a 30-minute tour. So they're going to go on the roof. They're going to see, is there a gaping hole in the roof? Are there raccoons in the attic? Have squirrels moved into the bedroom? Who knows? But that's what the inspector is there for, to catch those little things so that they're not an issue for us in the sale of the home. The next thing we're going to decide on your contract is, would you like a general warranty? So with the warranty, that covers your appliances, your furnace, your air conditioning unit, and it usually has a deductible associated to it, so typical to $100 if you were to put in a claim. And a home warranty can run you anywhere from $500 to $800. You can pay for that, or you can ask the seller to pay for it. It's a pretty neat little product that can give you a little extra peace of mind in this giant home sale. We're ready to move forward after inspection. So the next step is ordering the appraisal. If you are working with a bank, you will need to have an appraisal. So what is an appraisal? It's basically the bank saying, I agree, you paid this amount of money for the property, and that is what I value the property at. Should the bank disagree with that and think that you overpaid, now we need to make a decision with that seller. Is the seller willing to drop the price? Is the seller going to say, no, I need you to bring that extra cash, and that's going to require an appraisal gap? That means that you are saying, hello, Mr. Seller, hello, world. I am willing to overpay for this house. I have decided that I want it so badly that I'm willing to overpay for it. Now, just because you made an offer that is over the asking price does not mean that you overpaid for it. Overpaying for it is when the appraisal says, this is the amount that the house is valued at, but this is the amount you're paying. I will tell you, 8 times out of 10, the seller will say, it's fine. I will go ahead and reduce my price to reach that appraisal amount. Let's move forward. As soon as you get the thumbs up from your appraisal, it is now time to get ready for closing. You're going to get calls from your lender. They're going to make some adjustments. They're going to ask you for a couple statements here and there. You're going to be like, something again? And everything's going to be turned into the underwriter until we hear those 3 magic words, clear to close. Once we have the clear to close, it is time to get your utilities transferred, to meet with the title agency, to sign your documents. And before we do all that, we're just going to take a final walkthrough to make sure that the property is still in the condition it was when you saw it. And those are the steps to buying a house. Yes, there's a few other little nuggets mixed up in there, but that will basically get you from start to finish. I'm Laura Petek. Please make sure that you like and subscribe. I'm trying to give a lot of different information on this YouTube channel, and I would love for you to follow me. I hope you have a great buying experience. Bye.